Okay, good. Good. Just checking. Check. Hey, Callie. How's it going? Good. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Hey, Jay. Wow. Almost immediately, people came in. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Jay? Uh, what is everybody doing today? We're. Oh, yeah? Nice. What's the essay about? Good. Good day, Captain. How's it going? Why do you think the second issue is better, Jay? How's today treating you? I need to get rid of that Substack notification. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I have done that dance many a time, Jay. I have done that dance many a time. Oh, I'm gonna write today. Nope. It becomes critically important for me to learn about the history of Dennis the Menace. Don't worry about that. That's so average. That's so normal. Everybody does that. And Kat, that sounds cool. You want to share some stuff you did? That's good. Oh, I know that sensation. Leave me, I know that sensation. I have like literally like piles of sketchbooks that I don't know what to do with. Is this for college? Or are you just doing this for fun? You buy a shed. No, I'm asking Callie. about uh, the essay. Listen, we're all dudes here. Eventually, all of us dudes, the one desire we have most in the world is to own a shed. That's good. It's a good habit to form. Cleaning your room every day. You could end up like Osmond Gold. I remember during the pandemic, when I was living in LA. Who's still here for my LA days? Kraken, were you here when? Callie, were you here when I was in LA? I don't know. Who still comes? No, I don't think people from my LA days still pop by all that often. But I remember when I was living in LA, because I started streaming when I was living in LA during the pandemic because I was very bored. Maybe let's see. Hello. Oh right, I forgot. This is the first time Bot Rix has ever commented. No, no, you've been following me for 2 years. Well, you've been following me for longer. I didn't realize I had that. 2 million years. Why, Jaden? That makes you the oldest man in the world. Tell me, what was life like back in the Stone Age? You don't do that. What was life like back in the Stone Age? Were you? How was dinosaurs? Oh, what a horrible! Oh, what a horrible day. Tell me, back in the Stone Age, what did they do to celebrate birthdays? You know, how was a funeral in the Stone Age? Guys, I think we can, since Jaden is from the Stone Age, we should ask Jaden as many questions. Jaden, are you willing to answer questions about life, what life was like in the Stone Age? Oh, terrible, terrible, and dramatic. Okay, but no, tell me, normally, what would when you'd want to go out to like a fancy dinner, what would you and the fellow cavemen do? Okay. Tell me, were there any celebrities back in the day? Who were the big stars of the Stone Age? Okay. So Kraken, what have you got? What have you got cracking today? Captain Kraken, what have you got cracking? No, it's it's so funny, guys. I just made a rough on still movie. Uh, uh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, that was the 2 million-year-old man. Everybody, the 2 million-year-old man. Everybody, give a round of applause. 2 billion-year-old man. The 2 billion-year-old man. Clearly, people don't know where this what I'm referencing. Woo! So okay, who knows who Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner are? Ugh. 200, 2 trillion-year-old man. Space spot. So one of the first things that what is it? Thank you. Let's see. What's it? 2 million-year-old man. Or is it the million-year-old man? I almost forget. So Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner had this the 2,000-year-old man. That's what I was thinking of, the 2,000-year-old man. So Carl Rookson had this Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks had this whole comedy routine called the 2,000-year-old man. And we were essentially doing a version of that. That's what I was trying to do. Yes. Ha! Take that, Carl Brooks. You may have been one of the most important comedy minds of your generation, and some early directed several early Steve Martin vehicles, including the undeniable comedy classic The Jerk. I cool. Descender. Oh, Descend. Hey, Snake. Snake. How's it going? Tell us a little bit about yourself. It's going good. I'm working slow but hard on some stuff. A little tired. My sleep schedule is really off. How about you? Tell us a little bit about your snake. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Snake. Are you an artist or just a general cool person? No, I just combed my hair. What is this story? Oh, right. No. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my bully. That was a bully I dealt with who did that to me, and I did. We got into a fight. I did not. We got into a fight. That is, neither of us were hurt. I like to call myself an advanced beginner artist. Snake, welcome to the club. It's awesome to hear. No, I just combed my hair. I'm just wearing it a little bit different. What type of stuff do you draw? We're all wannabe. What games? Sure. Mm, yeah. We all have to. Yeah. Minecraft's a good place to start. Are you going for that are you going for that style or like the blocky style of Minecraft? I'd love to see your art, Kraken, by the way. How's it going, Finn? If you want to share it, I'd love to see some. Uh, yeah, she's popped up on the channel every once in a while. Um, one second. I will invite you to my server. One second. She doesn't. She doesn't usually like getting on camera, so but she's popped up on server every once in a while. Okay. So Kraken, favorite Mel Brooks movie? What would you say your favorite Mel Brooks movie is? Sure. Are you on my Discord? If you're not, I'll invite you again. So, Finn, how are things going? How is the book going? How is the Jaden. Oh, Blazing Saddles. That's a great one. I was. Rook. So, Snake. Don't. Big Minecraft fan? Big Minecraft fan? I've played a lot of Minecraft in my day. Let's see. Yeah, Blazing Saddles is really good. I of course like the producers. Yes, Jaden. And High Anxiety is one people don't talk about much. Oh, History of the World Part 1. That's a really fun one. I know there's a TV show now out with History of the World Part 2. I haven't seen that one yet. Sure. Well, you have to first answer the question. Does cereal have a soul? Snake, if you're a little confused why there's I'm multi-streaming. That's why there's like you can see people, you see things, but you're not seeing it on there because it's a few different platforms all at once. Yeah. Have you ever seen The Jerk, Kraken? I love that movie. I believe that was like Steve Martin's first starring vehicle. And I like that's such a funny movie. Oh, it's so funny. Uh, oh, it's very Steve Martin esque. I don't. It's so. Yeah. Yes, Jaden. Yes. Did we lose you, Snake? Uh, it's hard to totally just I now I just want to rewatch it. I'm a because I'm just tempted to quote bits from it, but it's not funny out of context. It's so hard recommending comedies because it's like, oh, it's really funny. You just gotta watch it, and it's like, well, what's it about? Well, it's about this guy, and he goes on an adventure, a lot of funny situations happen. Tell me the interesting story. I'm all ears, Jim. You're very hyper today, aren't you, Jade? I think I do. Demon Slayer. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. Seen some. Seen. I don't. I've never watched it, but I know of it. Kraken, do you know Demon Slayer? By the way, remember everybody. This is a reminder. If you don't remember, tomorrow is Mother's Day. What's it about? Pitch the show to me. Maybe I will watch it. I assume it's about some slayer of demons. Demons, of course, translating into demos, which means magical entity. They were more like spirits in olden times before like Christianity came about, and demos or demon took on a more sinister application. You could theoretically categorize like something like an elf as a demon, like an old like fairy story, like fae. You know, it's so funny with like fairies is that fairies have really changed from like the thing about it is like if you really look into it, like there was no really set definition of fairies, but you know, the fae were very different from like what we imagine as like fairies today. Like oh no, oh no. Something too violent? I never watch stuff like that. Uh, Innocent and wholesome for old Sean. Always. Yeah, I might give it a check. It sounds interesting at least. Is it like. Is it like a million. Is it like. Oh, man. I am a little bit tired today, honestly, but. It's kind of the point a little bit why I'm on, because it's like. Because I'm just so tired. Yeah, my experience with a lot of animes is I've seen a lot of good animes, so like there's no dislike of it. But there'll be animes where everybody will like talk it up and I'll watch it, and then it's like just non-stop filler, and I'm like, oh god, this is like punishing. You are punishing me to try and watch this show. Yeah. Do they do seasons like more like and that's not true of all animes, but there are definitely some animes where it's like, yeah, we're you will watch like what is essentially 3 or 4 clip shows in a row. Good. 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 Well, that's a positive. Like, I'll throw this out to you, everybody. Controversial opinion, especially now, but when I was a kid, I did not like Dragon Ball Z because of all the filler. Wait a second, though. I know that sounds controversial, but it was very punishing. But like later in life, I watched Dragon Ball Kai, and I really liked it. So, which was the version that cuts out all the filler. So I'm like, yeah, no, Dragon Ball Z was a really well told story that was quite enjoyable, but it was, that was a punishing thing to sit through initially. Dragon Ball Z Kai is better than the original. I will say that. I don't care. Tell me your idea for your app. Yeah. That works. Try Kai. Try Dragon Ball Z Kai. Try the Kai show. I think that's the better adaptation. It's essentially Dragon Ball Z, but they remove all of the filler episodes. So it's like it doesn't punish you for trying to watch it. Yeah. No, I don't mind older shows, but it's like no, the filler it was just intolerable. Yeah, yeah. No, that was kind of my opinion too. Now I'm not like a huge fan, but I remember liking it a lot when I when I watched Kai. So and this isn't like like there's some like I don't know modern fantasy fans who are not should not be who are like, well, Lord of the Rings is boring, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. No, quiet at times, but no, that's not fair. If you found modern Lord of the Rings books boring, that's fine. But I sometimes get a little annoyed when modern people go like, well, this thing from the past isn't good because it doesn't, meet the modern standards. And I'm like, it invented the modern standards, you losers. Losers. Like, yeah, we can look about like stuff now and go like, well, we wouldn't do that now. We'd do this differently, but it invented the modern standards. You have no appreciation for how all this stuff came to be. That would be Naruto, One Piece, and Dragon Ball Z. There's this one TikTok creator I'm thinking of in particular that I find very annoying, who says stuff like that. And she's she's like very influential in the writing world, like writing TikTok, and I find her videos quite annoying because it's like, it's if you follow her advice, it would be perfect for creating bland cookie cutter YA novels that are one in a billion. I don't even remember her name, but that's just kind of my opinion of her videos, and why we should. I don't even remember her name really. Just that's just my thought process on this creator I saw a couple of times that annoyed me. So there was this big report. Oh man, I just can't get the hair right today. Oh yeah, Bleach. Right. I forgot about Bleach. As did the rest of the people. Well, I think the problem with Bleach is it has kind of a fall off. It kind of has a fall off. It doesn't end satisfyingly. As opposed, I know that they're bringing it back. Did they bring it back? I don't know. But that's kind of my memories of Bleach is that it doesn't end. At least the anime doesn't end satisfyingly. The original. Ugh. Why can I not draw hair? Yeah. Well, the big three. Dragon Ball has to be part of the big three. Then One Piece definitely. Then Naruto is probably the third one. I know. See, the thing is, I know of Fairy Tail. I've never read it. I've never seen it. I don't even know what it's about. I just know that's a big one. Followed, of course, by everybody's favorite anime. I'm trying to think of a real bad one. Bro! I brighten. No, no worries, kid. No worries. Ropey here. Brighton. If you guys don't know, is my cousin. Everybody go follow. Everybody go follow. Help him get up to 50. I'm gonna give you a shout out, buddy. Everybody go follow. Okay. Go back. I see you're streaming. Are you streaming right now? Oh, no, you're not streaming. I did see you streaming earlier, but okay. Don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Ah. No, I get it. I get it. You were in an intense game. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay. I had things to do. So, but wanted to stop by and say hi. How's it going? How is the life? How is the life? Have you set up a Oh, no, wait. You're right. You're in Canada. You don't have to worry about that. Did you win? I assume you won all the levels, right? Nice. Okay, Jaden. Okay. Jaden, how much sugar have you had today? Nice, nice. That's awesome. By the way, did you hear this? How much sugar have you had today, Jaden? By the way, have you heard this like garbage about like Microsoft closing Tango? Okay, okay. Have fun. Say hi to everybody for me. I can tell. I can tell. Oh, I am so mad about that. Hi-Fi Rush is such a good game. You know, I did get stuck on one level and I wasn't able to figure it out, but I was having so much fun with that. Is such a fun game. I should play it on here more. And the fact that they were going to do like a sequel. I saw a video talking about it. It seems to be that there's a little bit of a coup going on within the Xbox division itself. But basically, maybe possibly, very possibly, like Xbox, like Microsoft is thinking of kind of like retiring the Xbox possibly just a little bit and focusing exclusively on PCs, or possibly like the Xbox itself is going to change a little bit of its function. So it seems like, I'm not an expert in any of this, so forgive me. But it seems like the main guy who has been in charge of Xbox this whole time, one of the main guys who's been in charge of Xbox for like a while, just is being sort of removed from his position. Jaded, no, but Dragon Ball Z is kind of one of the most important anime slash manga ever. It's gonna have a permanent place on the big three. Yeah. Yeah. So like I don't know. I watched a really good video about this. Kind of a guy kind of explaining his thoughts about it. And basically, it can all be traced back to the Xbox One flopping pretty hard, and Microsoft changing what it's going to be doing. I mean, it still makes money, Jaden. Microsoft deciding to change what it will be doing going forward with like video games. Man, the Xbox One. Man, I was always pro Microsoft for forever. I was always. I mean, it's still like the big franchise in a lot of ways. Anyway, I was always like real. I was always pro Microsoft. I was always more on Microsoft side because I thought, but like lately, man, it's just they've been screwing up so much. Yeah, I am. Not a lot, but I am making money from this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point too. I mean, what are we talking about? Is anime like what is the anime like what criteria are we like? What shonen, right? It's shonen. Is it like the big three shonen series? I mean, see, the thing is though, like Dragon Ball Z kind of established a lot of the main tropes that like shonen anime does. You know. But theoretically, yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's like Pokemon could theoretically be considered part of the big three if you really want to think about it. I was thinking, I just made a. We're having a discussion about it. Come on, buddy. Um, like I was thinking about it. Like, one Pokemon, by the way, killer concept. I like when you really think about it. How like great of a killer concept was Pokemon as an idea? Little monsters in your pocket that you can summon. Like, that's fun. Uh, I know, but it's isn't Pokemon short for pocket monsters? Isn't that what they come from? Pokemon. Okay, here's a fun fact, and not just because I made a video about this fun fact. What is Pikachu's real name? It's not Pikachu. It is so funny to think that it's essentially dogfighting. Well, okay, so the real answer is it's not dogfighting. So there's this thing that like because I watched an interview I read about where the actual inspiration comes from. It's not dogfighting. It's this thing that like Japanese kids do, bug collect where they collect bugs and then they fight. They have the bugs fight each other. Well, clearly none of you have watched my video about what Pikachu's real name is. Makes sense because I just uploaded it. But it is John Luke. Ha ha! Kraken knows the answer. John Luke Pikachu. Well, you could have looked it up by watching the video I made and posted on YouTube, but yes, I get it. But it's named after the character in Star. It's named after Captain Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek. Get it? Jean-Luc Pikachu, Jean-Luc Picard. Yes, but that's not Ash's Pikachu. That's a different Pikachu. Asham Ketchum. Okay, here's an important question for everybody. Who would your starters be? I'm just doing such a bad. Oh, right. Art is hard for me tonight. Okay. Jade, of course. No, but naming, it's like. Okay, so my theory is that like it's not. They're not saying their names. They're just making a noise that they make. Uh, listen. Naming your Pikachu is like naming your dog Bark or Woof. Yeah. Or Wolf. You know. Woof! That's not a name, that's a vocalization. I don't know enough. My starter is Charmander. I'm old. I'm old. I remember when you picked God as your first. My Pokemon is God. Oh, that would be what my aunt would want me to do. My aunt would. My Pokemon is Jesus. Oh no. We're happy you're here, Jade. We're happy you're here. Oh, we're sorry, Jaden. We're very happy you're here. We're very sorry, Jaden. No, I think the unsung god of Pokemon is um God, I'm so I haven't watched Pokemon since I was like 16 years old. I think the most I think the most powerful. My favorite Pokemon is uh, uh, Wordle. Yes, I am. So, the one above all is the theoretical most powerful being in the Marvel universe. Uh, is the most powerful being in the Marvel universe. Um, Alice, good to see you. And he is theoretically above all things, including like all the gods that run around in the Marvel universe. Now, they've only met him a few times, and one of the few times they've met him, he looks like Jack Kirby. So he's kind of supposed to be a an analog for the creators, the creators of Marvel Comics and stuff like that. And then there is a second character. Then there is supposedly an even more powerful character called the One Above, the One Above, the One Above All, who represents the audience. How's it going, Ellis? The Fantastic Four beat him once, and he's. I don't know if we've. I don't know. I'm out of date with the MCU. I don't think so. kind of. It'd be funny. My pitch. Well, one, they can't do who the obvious casting would be, which is Stan Lee. But my pitch, if they ever do show The One Above All, here's my. Of course, I remember you, Alice. How are things going? If they ever do The One Above All in universe in the MCU, I have a pitch who it should be. Now this would be. I don't know if he can act is the thing, but I think it would be funny to have it be Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige should play The One Above All. Yeah. He's kind of supposed to be an avatar for the so the times they've met him, I did a whole video about The One Above All. So the times they've met him, he's been a Jack Kirby analog. So do you know who Jack Kirby is, Jaden? He's very important. He was Stan Lee's partner, and many say he was the guy who actually wrote most of the books, who actually did a lot of the writing. It's complicated. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but he's the one who was a very active creative force. He was the original artist for a lot of for Fantastic Four and a few other comics. Last night I got tired and burnt out, and my computer was glitching, so I needed to restart it, and I just didn't have the energy to continue. We're gonna try that again. Maybe in a few weeks, and just go back to normal writing streams. I'm gonna do one again tomorrow. Oh wait, no, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Well, I'll do another one, but it'll be a shorter one. Anyways, Jack Kirby is very important. If you're very interested in the history of comic books, Jack Kirby is maybe one of the most important voices in comic book history. Famously screwed over by Marvel executives at some point in the past. Yeah. So what, Ellis? What have you been doing with yourself? No, I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. Jaden, I came into that stream not in the right headspace to do that. Honestly, I was quite tired when I came into that stream, and I was running low on energy to begin with, and I you know, I hadn't prepped for it. I hadn't prepped for it really less because I did that one time before and it was a lot of fun. But I hadn't prepped for it. I hadn't thought about it. I just kind of had that impulse that day to do it. You know? And getting burned out is part of the whole thing, but I was just so tired, Jaden. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of fighting my exhaustion at the moment, but we're gonna kind of power through that. And plus, I should probably focus on getting the books I do have written now edited, even though I would like to write more. $0.99, Jaden. 99 cents. It costs to buy at the moment. Boop. I mean, you can purchase it right now, but okay, yeah. It'll be out in June. I'm setting that as my definitive release date, June. Then I have another one prepped and written. Oh no, does it? I changed it to June. It should be June. Oh no. Ooh. Well, then I guess it's May 27th. I'm bad at dates. Okay. Well, I guess it's May 27th then, even though it's supposed to be June. Okay, that's great. That's great that it's that. Okay. Well, I guess May 27th then. Ah, jeez. What? What you should what you should rate 5 stars? What I would rate it 5, hopefully 5 stars. Hey, shirts, how's it going? Of course. What's going on, my friend? I'm good. A little burnt out, but good. Uh, what you got going on today? Because the main character's name is Jack, not Sean. Because his name is Jack. The character's name is Jack. I like the name Jack. I use it for a lot of things. No, I didn't. I didn't want to though. It's different. What you been doing? What you been doing with your free time? Shirts. I didn't want to. I didn't want to name him that. I wanted to name him a different character name. Plus I don't. Because they're not me. They're different characters. Do people still read newspaper comics? No, not at all. How has been learning the music and the chocolatey milk going? No, not at all, Jaden. I'm very used to you by now, Jaden. I know how you operate. Don't worry about that. No, I'm just. But you could read the comics, darn it. King Syndications is out there producing masterpieces. Well, not masterpieces, but they're there. What's the best chocolatey milk? I'm calling you a kid who's very excitable. That's all I'm calling you. Honestly, Jaden, you're one of the better commenters. You actually engage in the. Honestly, yeah, you're one of the better commenters I've had younger. No, you're not. Especially for delicious, delicious chocolate. Honestly, Jaden, you're one of my better commenters. You like engage, especially for your age group. You actually like engage in the topics of conversation at hand. You don't just ignore them to like chat obsessively about your own. Like I can actually talk with you about stuff. Anyways, I love me a good chocolate milk. Do you make your own chocolate milk or do you just buy store bought? Yeah. Tempting. See, I'm a boring. I like mochas. I think everybody likes some good chocolate milk. Okay, we're sitting down here and we're discussing this. What type? What's the best way to make chocolate milk? I see. Me personally. What I like to do is I like to get a few chocolate chips. See, I'm grown up. I drink coffee. Like I drink a ton of coffee, so I know shock. Um, and I like mochas. Yeah, I like melting actual chocolate chips and putting it in. That's my favorite. I love me a good mocha, Shirtsy. I love that. I love that stuff. That's like my favorite thing. Super Sons is great. I love Super Sons. Did you see that they've done the Sinister Sons now? That's called a mocha. I flippin' love mochas. It's the son of Sinestro, and then I don't remember who the other one is. I haven't read it yet. I see it every time I'm on the DC Infinite app. It's the first. It's I always scroll past it, and I was like, oh, I'll look at that someday. Mocha is hot chocolate. Is a hot chocolate mixed with an espresso, Jaden. That's what a mocha is. It's coffee. Espresso. No X. Espresso. It's a very concentrated, very high in caffeine coffee drink. I mean, I have like fancy ways to make coffee. I got that whole I got like a nice like beaker thing and stuff like that. But when I'm lazy, I just use my Keurig. Coffee is a drink made from the coffee bean. Is a drink made by heating up uh, coffee beans over water. When I'm lazy, I use a Keurig, but I do have fancy. I do grind my own beans and have like a nice fancy way of doing it when I have time. Coffee beans come from the coffee plant. Water is a liquid coming from a chemical reaction of um, two hydrogens and one oxygen. That's good. That's decent. Coffee plant. The coffee plant is a vine plant that is native to, I believe, Ethiopia. Then it was imported all over the world. Yeah, I've gone pretty much lactose free. Native means originates from. From is means there. In according to the Oxford Dictionary, indicating the point in space at which a journey, motion, or action starts. That's what from means. There means in, at, or that place and position. Oh, I'm not. I can have lactose. I just can't have like a lot of it. I limit the amount I have to like I can have the occasional cheese. None of this is annoying to me. None of this is annoying to me. Uh, to annoy me, you have to be like real smug and condescending. Uh, Condescending. That's usually what really. To annoy me, you either have to be really smug and condescending, deliberately ruinous, um, not let anybody talk about anything else other than the stuff you want to talk about. You know. You know. A lot of stuff like that. Um, I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, condescending and smug. But yeah, that gets under my skin pretty easily. Shirtsy, you would tell me if you were a mouse of some sort, right? Or like just deliberately be gross on channel. And before you think to like start doing that as a joke, uh, start doing it before people think to start doing that as a joke. I have banned people for like deliberately trying to be as gross as possible on here. So watch yourself with that. Yeah. Uh, so how is the music making going? Shirts. How is music making going? How is that? What are you doing DJing? Are you learning instruments? I'm very curious by that. I always wish I learned how to make music. Oh, nice. And you know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a drummer so badly. I always thought drumming was so cool. Yeah, I don't find you annoying, Jaden. Trust me. I have gotten like hard. Uh, Trust me, Jaden. Especially for like people your age group, I've gotten like straight up kids who are like racist and like who will scream at everybody. And it's like who don't like. Trust me, it's really bad. I've had some really bad interactions with like kids on here before, so who like repeat surprisingly like who have been what like yeah. You can like Jason Todd, Jaden. You can like Jason Todd. Uh, Hard, really hard. Can keep time. Who would you say is your like drumming idol? Uh, uh, be assured when I think of drummers, I'm going to think of Keith Moon. Do you like Keith Moon? Uh, who else is a famous drummer? Oh God, this good answer. I don't know. If I like a character, I don't think they suck. Is the thing. Um. So shirts. Who are like some of your favorite drummers? Who would you say are some of your favorite drummers? I mean, both good answers. Both good answers. Shirts. We might shirts. I suspect we have somewhat similar music tastes. Shirts. I have a suspicion we might have similar music tastes. Uh, okay. Favorite. Because I love the Beatles and Pink Floyd. I guess I like British rock music just in general. Okay. What's your favorite Beatles album? And that's out there to the group. Anybody can answer. I don't know. The thing is, you should probably, if you really want to start with the whole Nightwing thing, you should probably start with the Marv Wolfman and George Perez Teen Titans run, because that's where Dick Grayson really turns into Nightwing. You'd like that. You'd like that because that's where the Teen Titans that everybody is familiar with comes from. Good answer. Good answer. I love Revolver. Revolver is one of my favorite albums of all time. That is like up. That is like top tier album for me. Magical Mystery Tour is really good. I just always find that one so funny because it's like they were like, I always find that one so funny because it's like, because that movie is so funny to me because it's like I just find it so indicative of the band. Like Paul was the only one who showed up with anything written. Uh, yeah. I mean, it's '80s, so yeah, yeah. Like autotune is older than we think it is. Like, I mean, like there was what was that whole thing? How they did it? Like, mask. But if you really want, that's Jaden. That's where I would suggest start with the original run of Teen Titans, and that's kind of his. That's an arc. That's essentially his arc as he becomes Nightwing in that. Plus, that's where Raven, Starfire, Cyborg, and all that stuff. See, I'm not sure how old your. I don't know. Is because my dad was a boomer and he got me he got me into all the music he was into as a kid. So that's where a lot of my early rock knowledge comes from, like him and the music he would play all the time. The Beatles were. So I'm not sure if you're asking this as a joke or if you're legitimately curious who the Beatles were. Okay, the Beatles were a band, were a rock band. Oh, the country dads. So the funny thing is, I like country music now. I do think it's funny because my dad never liked country music, and I ended up quite liking it. You gotta. So the Beatles were a rock band from the 1960s. They comprised four members: John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and George Harrison. They were quite famous and innovative. Uh, yeah, yeah, I like, yeah, I like Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash and all that stuff. Have you ever listened to the America recordings? Johnny Cash, the American recordings that Johnny Cash did. Those I like as a young person, I obsessively. Yeah, I mean the outlaw, right? Like you were into outlaw country. Yes. See, I suspected we had similar music tastes. I suspected we had similar music tastes. Yeah. I don't wanna watch the world. Yeah. So like my favorite sure see you got to check out you got to check let me I'm gonna recommend you a guy. I'm gonna even link you the music video. I can't play it just because I don't want to get copyright striked on this. But That's so cool. Have you ever heard of a guy named Sturgill Simpson? I'm constantly trying to get people into Sturgill Simpson. He's like my favorite modern. He's my favorite modern country music artist. Yeah, watch that. That comes from that's his official. That's an official music video he did, coming from an anime film he produced, soundtrack to his music. Yeah, he's a strange guy. I know, right? Flipping rules. It's one of my favorites. He such a good artist. I've been do it, man. Do it. It'll pump you up. Um I've been kind of going in I've been kind of interested. I'm listening to his podcast. Yes, definitely. There's this podcast uh, called there was a TV show with Nightwing called Titans. It was not. There was a TV show. There's been a few movies with Nightwing as a character. Heck, even the Batman animated series had Nightwing as a character. People forget that night they made it all the way up to the Nightwing stuff in that show. Um, so Nightwing, Shadow of the Hedgehog. Yeah. Ironically, I don't know if he ever wants to do another superhero movie ever again. Tom Holland wouldn't be a bad pick, by the way, for a Nightwing. But so so I'm not gonna play the audio because I don't want to get copyright strike. But um, okay, Chelino San. Forgive me. Do you guys? I've been kind of getting interested in Narcanos music from Mexico. Um, have you ever heard of this, Shirtsy? Do you know what Narcanos music is? Hey, Robin, how's it going? Oh, he has to be what? Yeah. No, I didn't see the third thing. Okay. Okay. Can I show you this thing? Okay. So, how's it going, Robin? Yeah, hot. Yes, he has to be good looking. Okay, so, uh, okay, I want to show you guys this clip. I'm not gonna play the music because I don't want to get copyrighted striked, but yeah, we're not. Yeah. Oh, you blew it. Okay. So this is Chileno Sanchez. Sanchez. Oh, I was saying it right so many times. So okay. If you look at, he seems a little bit distressed reading that note. Okay. And then he. Okay, so if you're curious about all this, so Chileno Sanchez is in many ways okay. This is a fairly adult story. Uh, fairly adult story. I don't know if I should tell this. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Yes, it was. So like Narcos music is essential. In many ways, it's kind of like gangster rap, even though it has a very happy like polka sound to it, which is weird. But it's like like the sound of the music is so happy, but when you hear it, like the lyrics, it's all about like yeah. So okay, the story behind that is yeah, he had gotten a note that said something along. Nobody knows what that note is, but people believe it said something along. If you sing, you will die. And he immediately started singing. And then the next day, he was killed. Anyway, so that kind of got me interested in Narcos music, which is gaining in popularity. Yeah. Um. So no, no. Tim has parents. Well, used to. I think they killed Tim's father off eventually, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I've been listening to this podcast about his adventures, not adventures, but yeah. It's not paying attention. Um. Yeah, pretty much. It's super fascinating. No. No, not for a while. No, 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 not for a while. Tim's dad was alive for a while. At least in the old continuity. No, it's not your. Part of the problem is like a lot of the major characters in DC all have the same name. No, no, that doesn't happen for a bit. He has parents for a little bit. Unless I'm remembering wrong, but no, like there's whole scenes with like his dad and everything. Yeah. 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 His parents do die, but not right away. Yeah. Yeah, no, but the original continuity, Tim's parents don't die immediately. Like, his dad is still around for a while. Like they don't. That was a New 52 thing. Sure. Tim is the only one who figured out who Bruce Wayne was without being told. Yeah. No, go with the new Nightwing comics. The new Nightwing comics are pretty good. Start with Tom King and Tom. I would say start with Tom King and Tom Taylor's run. That's a pretty strong run. Uh, but yeah. How's how are things going, Robin? Yeah, yeah, he is in a lot of ways. Oh, the WhatsApp group. I convinced two people to join that. Still the best direct marketing tactic, but hard to talk people into joining a WhatsApp group. Man, I'm tired. Oh, jeez, I'm so tired. So, Robin, how is the search for the best chicken finger going, or chicken wing? If you don't, nice. Uh, I don't. I like Barbara. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I've never really had much of an opinion on that, one way or another. I think they're. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that works. She's pretty great. Nice. Fantastic. Fantastico. Fantastico. Oh, guys. Guys, I'm so tired here. I don't got the energy to go on anymore. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah. I mean, there's the whole uh so I'm fading. I really am. I think we're gonna have to call it here, okay? Sound good? Sound good. Have a good day, everybody.